In the mid-1970s, the Fountain Valley Police Department began a hostage prevention program that worked alongside the SWAT team. One of the first police officers to join the team was Steve Isaacs.
I became an officer back in 1975 and I retired in 2002. My very first event that I ever went to, which we had no hostage negotiation team at the time. I was assigned to go to a psychiatrist's office and talk this lady out of her loaded handgun that she had. So I arrived at the psychiatrist's office and I went in the back door, but when I went in the back door, that's where the lady was who had the loaded handgun. And I was only standing maybe about 15, 20 feet away from her. And luckily I had a little barrier in front of me, and so I took my handgun out and I had my handgun pointed down to the ground because I didn't know what this lady was going to do. And after about an hour and a half of negotiating with her and talking to her, she finally handed me the handgun. And at that point in time, I was approached by a sergeant who said he had been approached by the chief of police and said that he was told that we were going to start up a hostage negotiation team at that time, and I was going to be on it.
The Fountain Valley Police Department has saved numerous lives. Through their rigorous training, the police officers are prepared for any situation. Steve's most memorable incident.
I had a gentleman who I use that term loosely, a gentleman. He had his girlfriend in the house. He had her back up against his chest and his arm like in a bear hug holding her. And then with his right hand he had a very sharp knife up against her throat and was telling her he was going to kill her. And that took me about an hour or an hour and a half to finally convince him to put the knife down and to let her go. And luckily that ended in a very peaceful situation and nobody got hurt. In 28 years I only lost a couple of people during the negotiations.
If you are ever a hostage, make sure not to make the person angry. This may cause them to react in a harsh way that they may not have been planning to do in the first place.
You know, law enforcement are all trained, and we know how to get you guys, a person out of a situation. And we've been doing it for a long time. And I mean, every once in a while you do see things that do go bad, but for the most part, we're going to get you out of there.